Hi, good Thursday, and thanks for being here. Can you hear me now? I don't know, common phrase. We had the power flickered right as I was sitting down to produce the show. A pretty hard one, and that means a major reset, and I'm just trying to give all systems a few moments to kind of catch up and reset and hope that audio, video, and everything is in sync. So any oddities happen in the next few moments or any technical problems, that's going to be the culprit. With that said, I think as though we're good to go, so my apologies again. I'll carry on just as though we are. Thank you again for being a part of the program. Were the two men that were in Sagersville passing and attempting to pass very large bad checks apprehended today in another state for doing the same thing? Well, local authorities and I are awaiting confirmation at this time. Two suspects which appeared to match the description, and the car were being questioned. I will have an answer for you one way or the other before I leave you, and in just a few moments I will have some other reports to get caught up on when I was out, of course, late last week and the first of this week. On that note, my last little hurrah for a while, maybe tomorrow and or Monday, I don't know. Andrew he's graduated and he's looking for a job, and I'm glad to say he's coming home for at least a few weeks, and we've got to get him out of his apartment. So I'm going to head down in the morning and try to get back before all the storms roll through, which means I hope to be back here with you tomorrow night. Now, regardless, and I'll tell you more, you'll see why in a few moments, you will need to keep your eye on the weather tomorrow evening, late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. All of the data keeps pointing to an increase in the already increased awareness that we should have for some severe weather. We'll talk about that in just a few seconds, and I'll have what the National Weather Service has to say in just a few moments. The Floyd County Sheriff's Department has arrested a person on 2 counts of attempted murder and a count of assault in the first degree and wanton endangerment in the first degree. This is after a situation that took place on US 23 over the weekend near Harold. It was there that the Sheriff's Department and Prestonsburg Police responded after they had reports of one person from one vehicle firing shots into another vehicle traveling on 23. They found the vehicle that had been struck near the Tim Short Honda location there in Iville. Inside that vehicle were 3 occupants. All said that they were traveling northbound on 23 when another vehicle pulled up alongside them and started firing into the car that they were in. The driver and a passenger were struck by at least one bullet or bullets. Both were taken to the Pikeville Medical Center. The third passenger was not injured. We do not have any updates at this time. They have not released any information about the conditions of those that were hit. But the Sheriff's Department and the Prestonsburg Police did find the person they've identified as the suspect, Ronald Ramsey of T-Berry, who was taken into custody without incident. Again, 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of assault in the first degree, and wanton endangerment in the first degree. Ramsey is still lodged in the Floyd County Jail. As for motive or what led to the shooting, we don't have that information either, but I am awaiting more details. I'll tell you what we're able to find out about the 2 men trying to and succeeding in cashing some very large bad checks in Sagersville yesterday in just a few seconds. Going back to a couple of notable arrests that took place here in McGoffin County by the Sheriff's Department over the past few days and over the course of your weekend. We take a look at 2 significant drug-related arrests, one in which a suspect had to be tased to be taken into custody. The first case is that of a Johnson County man, Rondell Otis Fee from Thelma, who was arrested by the Sheriff's Department. Donovan Watson of the McGoffin County SO says that he was attempting to conduct a traffic stop last week here in McGoffin County when the above here, Fee, was a passenger in the vehicle he was stopping. Once he got the vehicle stopped and off the road, he says Fee bailed out the passenger's door and fled on foot. He instantly recognized Fee from prior incidents and realized that he also had an active bench warrant in his name. He pursued him on foot, tried to get him to stop. He attempted to flee, and then after several more pleas to stop running, or he was going to get tased, Officer Watson says he saw Fee throw something from his pockets, and after he got into a wooded area, he was able to get close enough to tase Fee to bring him to the ground and take him into custody. He found a used syringe, about almost 12 grams of methamphetamine, as well as cell phone, glasses, and other items. And after walking Fee back to his cruiser, he also found a set of digital scales with residue in his pockets. Then at the start of the weekend on New Paintsville Road, Deputy Tyler Lafferty with the McGoffin County SO says he got a call from a fellow deputy off-duty, Blake Cantrell, being behind a very reckless driver traveling on New 460. And after Lafferty was able to get into the area, he found the car in question. Deputy Cantrell actually showed him videos that showed the vehicle driving in a very reckless manner, crossing the center line several times, speed going up and down, nearly causing an accident that could have been serious or even fatal. And that after he was able to pull over the vehicle, he says that Nathan Cox was the driver, and inside was a green water bong lying in the back seat floorboard, as well as a search of the vehicle turned up some 21 grams of methamphetamine, along with a set of digital scales, multiple individual baggies for suspected resale, marijuana, used syringes, a ledger to keep track, and a number of Xanax bars. Nathan Cox, with a Lexington address, was arrested for reckless driving, a number of traffic violations, and trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree, over 2 grams of methamphetamine, and possession of marijuana, and lodged in the Big Sandy jail. I'll be right back. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6650.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
There were times that I just could not concentrate on things.
There's days I wake up and I don't want to do anything.
It's just devastating.
The grief that happens after the death of a loved one can leave you feeling confused, lost, and alone without a roadmap. But other people have traveled this grief journey before you, and there is hope and a way forward. Grief Share is a proven video-based support group that connects you with others who are traveling the grief journey you're on right now.
Grief Share is a place where you can be as raw and as ugly as you want to be, and it's okay.
I joined them online and it was great. It was wonderful.
Each weekly Grief Share session consists of an insightful video with grief experts and testimonials, a small group discussion, and encouraging workbook exercises. You'll also receive free online resources and tools that help you move forward in hope and healing.
I gained so much more than just understanding of grief, and I think I saw it from a bigger picture too.
Visit griefshare.org to learn more.
I love working in the coal mines, even though it was hard work. But if you suspect you have black lung, you can't work anymore. You'll find out that filing for benefits is hard too. I had friends who give up after years of trying. If it hadn't been for Big Sandy Healthcare, I wouldn't even try myself. If you think you have black lung, call Big Sandy Healthcare and get the help you deserve.
I'm still waiting on information that may be coming from the West Virginia area in regards to that case here in Sayersville that I've referred to on a couple of occasions. So with that said, let's put things a little bit out of order tonight. A lot happening on our calendar and a birthday happening before that. Happy 75th birthday wishes going out tonight. Everyone join me to Hazel Stevens. Hazel with a lot of love and best birthday wishes from Joyce and Stan and Greg and Tab and Brooke. the happiest of 75th birthdays to you. Happy 75th, Hazel Stevens. Happy birthday to you. I don't have this one typed in yet, and I'll remind you because it's not until Friday, July the 18th, but your local chapter of the DAV has got a golf scramble set for that date at the Paintsville Country Club. If you got any questions between now and then, you can contact our buddy and Commander Lloyd Salyer, but I'll get all the details here on the calendar for you in the next few days. It's a golf scramble on Friday, July the 18th, hosted by the DAV. The Water into Wine Food Pantry had their senior commodity day today for the month. They've got one more regular commodity day for the month of May, and it's coming up next Wednesday, which is the 21st day of May, 8 till 10. Please have your pantry card ready if you can. The Magafa County Beekeepers Association has moved their meeting up. The 26th is, of course, Memorial Day, and they're going to move their meeting up, the monthly meeting up, till this coming Monday, the 19th, still at the same time, 6 o'clock, at the Extension Office. They always have wonderful information there. They're trying to encourage everyone to get into beekeeping or learn more about it, and I know, see what the buzz is about. You can't not say it. It's the Beekeepers Association. They'd love to see you there if you're interested at all. The 2025 Bush Hogging Program, a 50-50 cost share program, brought to you by the Magafa County Conservation District, is now ongoing through the 28th. It's up to $250 per farm number. Call if you have any questions, 349-1919. The grant is for pasture and hillside only, and you have to have a farm number in order to apply. And I think we're getting close to that being... you can hear me shuffling my papers. Oh, yeah. One more quick reminder. Not this Saturday, but the next. The Magafa County High School FFA organization having a horse show. Gates open at 5. Kids 5 and under get in free, and it's just $5 for everyone else. Great show. 27 classes, great food, great concessions. A great place to be in. A great bunch of people to be around. And that's a really good segue for the calendar. Great place to be, great people to be around, and a great place to send me your announcements and those birthdays and anniversaries, too. From there, we'll go on to funeral service announcements brought to you nightly by the Magafa County Funeral Home. And as I understand, services are still pending for 45-year-old Jonathan Watkins of Bishpatrick Road in Sagersville, who passed away on Tuesday's date at his home. Those to be announced soon by the Sagersville Funeral Home. And from Jones and Preston, 93-year-old Marvin McFadden of Paintsville passed away Thursday at Mountain Manor, survived by 2 sons, 8 grandkids, and 4 great-grandkids. Services for Marvin McFadden will be held next Tuesday morning at 11 at the First Free Will Baptist Church. Burial will follow at the Rose Mullins Cemetery, and in lieu of flowers, the family respectfully requests that donations be made to the First Free Will Baptist Church through the Jones and Preston Funeral Home. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. With spring comes sniffles and sneezes from that pesky fine powder from plants. Pollen, one of the worst words ever. You could try to limit your time outdoors, but that's really not an option for most of us. So talk to the pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy and make a plan for personalized solutions for allergy and asthma relief today.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Check out the season savings at Conley's. Save $100 on select sets of new truck tires, $140 on new Bridgestones, $200 on Continental, $180 on Goodyears, and more till the end of May. Plus brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net. So as I told you on last night's program, I spent much of the afternoon assisting Sayersville Chief of Police Neil Adams with a case in which he had opened after getting reports of two men, which appeared to be from out of state, successfully passing two checks here in Sayersville for about $4,000 apiece, checks that appeared to be drawn upon a local facility but were not real. And then they attempted to do so again at the main branch of the Sayersville National Bank, and they did not succeed. That is where I showed you videos, showed them leaving in a little more hurried fashion than they arrived in Sayersville. And after following up on several bits of evidence that Adams says he was able to gather that led him to calling authorities in neighboring West Virginia, passing information along to them that appears to have resulted in at least two men being questioned. Again, right just a minute before 6, authorities in West Virginia were possibly talking to two suspects in that vehicle, or one that matches this description. Now, this was after yesterday, two men dressed in painters' suits, if you will, went through Sayersville attempting to pass checks written supposedly to them. A couple they did, worth about $4,000 apiece, and then going to other locations, not being successful. Taking the information that he was able to gather by this video evidence that we provided him and some other evidence that he gathered, Chief of Police Neil Adams called neighboring states, Tennessee and West Virginia, passing information along, and got a hit in West Virginia today. He's awaiting confirmation, but at the time, the Sheriff's Department in Kanawha County was questioning two individuals that the vehicle at least matched the description thereof, and at the time they thought that it might have been the individuals that Sayersville police were looking for, but that is still yet to be confirmed. We were hoping to get a call, but they were questioning two individuals for, whether it's the same two or not, for going around that county and into multiple counties and trying to pass bad checks. And this is also in addition to a similar situation out of around Spencer, West Virginia, where there were two women that I told you about briefly on yesterday's program that authorities were looking for, believed to be from the New York or New Jersey area, who were doing the exact same thing. Whether or not it's all big and connected or widespread, we're still waiting on that information. But local police and that of police in other states are getting close to, we think, making a confirmation. And we'll have that for you just as soon as they do. I still have coverage from the Johnson County Fiscal Court, Paintsville City Council, and some other things, but again, a little power flicker or surge we had there at the start of the show has got one computer still in a reset or likely an update mode, which takes forever, so my apologies. Let's talk about your weather forecast. We need to spend a little extra time on that as well, because it could be bad tomorrow night. No two ways about it. The severe thunderstorms and showers are certainly going to be something that some eastern Kentuckians, certainly central and western Kentuckians will deal with. Will there be tornadic activity? Will there be some that could carry winds up to 60, 65 miles per hour or more? Well, that's what we're all worried about. A lot going on in this topic, and with all the heat again tomorrow, like today, we hit 87 degrees in downtown Sagersville. With more warmth tomorrow, that it's only adding, of course, a little fuel to the fire. And as such, with that and all the other factors, confidence is continuing to increase that potentially significant severe weather will affect eastern Kentucky tomorrow. We are in an enhanced risk category. That's all of the orange. That is a 3 out of a 5 on the scale. No one is seeing a high risk right now, but central Kentucky close to moving in on... Western Kentucky moving into the central Kentucky area. They're in that red or number 4 or moderate risk category. That red might start to make its way into eastern Kentucky tomorrow, as all signs point towards that happening. Multiple rounds of thunderstorms expected, waves of activity in the morning for some, making its way into eastern Kentucky. Friday night, severe weather hazards, damaging wind outlook. This is put on a percentage scale. The first look there to the left, we've got a 30 to 44% of damaging winds. That's a pretty good chance. Damaging winds of gusts of 70 miles per hour or even greater at times. Large hail outlook for us, not as high, 15 to 29, 30%, while for the red area, that's up there to 30 to 44% for some really big hail, damaging hail. And for any type of tornado activity, fortunately small chances, but chances nonetheless, 5 to 9% for all of the viewing area in eastern Kentucky, 10 to 14 or so in that red zone. Excessive rainfall is possible. These showers, rounds of them, once they do start to hit, then kind of go through and over and over and over. Right now, a lot of data indicating that we could be in between tomorrow night, and through your Monday for maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain in totality, and that's in the eastern Kentucky and viewing area. Could be more for some isolated areas that get under some really strong storms, and of course it could be less for a lot, but that is through this coming Monday. And with that said, we've got rain that will likely be here later on tonight. It's been a nice day in the neighborhood again, 87 degrees. But taking a look at the local Doppler radar, that's a big swath of green and some reds and yellows there as well. And it is making its own sweet time. Not quite slow, but steady pace. We'll call it at that. In a few hours, we're going to get on some of that action. And whether or not some of those thunderstorms and some big ones that are, of course, just starting to make their way into far western Kentucky are going to hold together, I'm not going out on that limb as of yet, but you can certainly see where there's a chance of some showers and definitely some thunderstorms tonight. And this, again, is out and ahead of what we're going to see tomorrow evening. So with that said, let's take a look at your 7-day, the nuts and bolts of it. 69 degrees tonight. Humidity right now about 58%, not all that bad. But remember, we topped out at 87 today. Winds up to 16 miles per hour today. That was the biggest gust I clocked in downtown. Right now out of the west, southwest, 2 or 3. 69 degrees, again, under a 30% chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Those have got a way to go to get here and hold together. Hopefully we'll be on the lighter side of things tonight. Your Friday, again, does look active. Mainly before 4, we'll start to see a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, winds up to 18 miles per hour or so. Then I think we'll see a bit of a break tomorrow night. Showers and thunderstorms are likely, mainly before 2. I think they clear up, and whatever we do see, the severity, whatever it is, I think we only see it into your Friday and maybe the earliest of AM of your Saturday, because I think that by daylight Saturday, it's going to be out of here, and we're going to be pretty nice. It's going to be windy on the backside of all this, up to 25, 26 miles per hour out of the southwest, of course, but low 80s, sunshine, and some winds on your Saturday. And then, of course, we're going to start clocking this whole scenario into your Memorial Day forecast. Yeah, we're getting close to that on the 26th. The latter half of your weekend looks pretty sweet. Temperatures back off to the upper 70s. Mostly sunny, partly cloudy Sunday night. Nighttime lows in the upper 50s. And look at this. Here's another trend taking us into the Memorial Day weekend. Upper 70s to start off next week. Partly sunny on your Monday, 78 degrees. A 30% chance of just some run-of-the-mill showers. No thunderstorms expected for your Monday, but in the afternoon after 2 or 3. Tuesday, again, upper 70s, around 60 for nighttime lows. Tuesday, though, brings about more clouds and showers. We've got another front coming in here the next week, as you see, arrives around Tuesday and into your Wednesday, and then that changes things pretty significantly. Look at that, 77, mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of showers and storms Tuesday as it rolls through into your Wednesday. We're looking at an 80% shot of showers showers and thunderstorms. I don't think anything is going to be as severe as what we're hoping that we don't see tomorrow night, but 77 on your Wednesday, and there's the interesting part. We're in the upper 60s by Thursday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Memorial Day weekend, could see some definitely cooler temperatures than what we would expect to or even like to see. So with that said, thank you for watching. I'll have something tomorrow, whether I am here early, I am here late, or I don't know, tune in at 6. Again, moving Andrew out of his apartment tomorrow, and then going back to finish that over the course of the latter part of the weekend and first of next week. I'm just living life by the seat of my pants right now, so please bear with me. Not a bad thing necessarily, just hard to be everywhere at once. So regardless, keep your eye on the weather if I'm not with you here tomorrow night, but right now I most certainly hope that I am. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your evening.